This camera angle felt appropriate for this video. We use a lot of high-end cameras on this channel. That's no secret. Most full-time YouTubers do, but there's been an explosion over the last couple of years of something I would call creative cameras. Cameras that are much more affordable than this, aren't designed to compete with this. Instead, they're designed to shoot something completely unique, to fill the gaps and get those wow shots that these cameras just can't. But my all-time favorite are the 360 cameras. This is the newly released Insta360 X5, and these have gotten very good. I actually bought the X3 and the X4 over the past couple years, and then at every convention I go to, I bother Insta360 trying to get on their radar. So the fact that they're sending me the X5 pre-launch and sponsoring videos like this, super cool. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you guys watching these videos. So genuinely, thank you. I mean that with everything I've got. But as someone who has used the last two 360 cameras from Insta360, the X5 finally feels incredibly polished. Last year on the X4, they added lens covers that attached directly to the camera. People were pumped. I was pumped. I actually lost my X3 to a drop. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little scratch on the lens right there. Ruined. Every shot, big old black spot on it. But the cover ended up adding a little bit of a glare and affecting the image quality. I couldn't keep it clean enough, and I eventually just took it off, stopped using it. With the X5, the lenses themselves are replaceable. If you scratch one, you just take it off and put on a brand new piece of glass. But believe it or not, that is actually one of the least interesting upgrades about this camera to me, out of everything that's new. The big one is the brand new massive sensor in here, or two sensors, I should say, because there's one on each side. What they said in the documentation is that it's 144% larger, and I assumed that meant, okay, it's 1.44 times the size. No, more than double the size, 2.44 times the size of the sensor. More than double the detail, more than double the light going into this thing capturing the image. And it shows. The first thing I did was I took my X4, I put them next to each other, and I walked around on a dark, gloomy day. Just look at the side by side between these two and how much clearer and more vibrant the X5 image is. Look at the roof right here. Do you see the roof? The biggest weakness of these, because it's capturing so much, has always been low light and detail, and that has been largely fixed. This is also partially due to the new triple AI image processor put in here that helps with image processing, things like clarity, details, low light. Just to really see how much better it is in low light, I took a quick shot in my studio here with all the lights off. Like, this was a dark shot, a very unoptimal shot for a small camera. But again, look at the difference in noise and clarity between the X4 and the X5. They added a new mode called Pure Video to this that's designed for low light. So when I stepped into that nearly pitch black space, it said, hey, turn on Pure Video, whereas the X4 said, turn off 8K, whereas I was able to continue using 8K on the X5. If you've never used a 360 camera before and you're wondering why would I want to shoot 360-degree footage, the purpose of these isn't to shoot 360 degrees. The purpose is to shoot now and then frame it later. If you mount it really close to your camera, you can both get really cool BTS shots of you taking pictures, but also some really cool BTS shots of what you're shooting. Get two BTS shots from that same shot, or use the invisible selfie stick to get both vlog shots at a convention and fake drone shots at the same time. Here, just look at this shot. It's showing what the camera sees right now, and it doesn't matter how I hold the camera, it stays looking right at me. That's really cool. It comes with this new mode called Instaframe, where it records two versions at the same time. The first one, you tell it which direction you want it to look. Forward, backward, up, down, tracking you the whole time, and it will record that version so you can immediately throw it in your editing software and use it, and also a 360 version for flexibility at the same time. They've got a ton of new accessories, like a quick release bottom mount here. They've got the invisible selfie stick. Well, it's not invisible to you, but it's invisible to the camera. The extra long selfie stick, the bullet time thingamaj, I don't know what you want to call that. Bullet time swingy thingy? I don't know. Bullet time stick? What do they call it? I don't know. But I think the most important thing that Insta360 did here wasn't just make a really cool piece of hardware, a really cool camera. It was understand the way people would use it and provide really cool and easy software tools in order to get some really creative video with this. Right on the front of their app, when you first load into this thing, they have a ton of tutorials and ideas just shoved in your face because they know you've probably never used a camera like this before and you don't know what you're doing. They show you how to do a bunch of cool things like tiny planet mode or time-lapse mode, or even just fun, creative built-in tutorials to help you get the most out of this. But even figuring out how to edit 360 footage, which I feel like would be the most daunting task of making a 360 camera. It is surprisingly intuitive. First of all, you have a plethora of tools to make the footage look good, like tracking features, de-warping features, turning 360 footage into normal footage. Incredibly easy. But when it comes to taking the full 360 image, the sphere of film that you've now made with this, and picking and choosing which section that you want to keep for your video, they've kind of nailed it. First of all, there's this brand new AI edit tool that recognizes subjects of interest in your video and just cuts together a highlight for you. Literally, you tap the button, it thinks for a second, and then spits out a final product. And speaking of spits, I just spit on my lens. Oh my gosh. My bad. But if you want a little bit more control, they do this thing where you go into quick editing mode and then you play the video and just point your phone at the spot of the footage that you want to keep. And it bakes that movement into the video. There are a ton more tools to edit in the app. And then they also have a desktop app called Insta360 Studio that's just kind of next level stuff that is designed from the ground up to edit 360 footage. The point is their creative team has removed a lot of the hard work so you can just focus on doing the cool stuff, capturing the cool stuff, especially with the improvements to the X5, with the improved image quality, the replaceable lenses, the improved audio quality, the microphone quality with the new wind guard here. This thing sounds surprisingly good for a tiny camera that's usually held like 5 feet in front of you. So if there's a difference in audio quality, it's a pretty big deal. But I don't know if they changed the microphones or they just added the windscreen over it to block out some external noise. One area that I would love to see Insta360 improve on this though is live streaming. Like, I think this would be the ultimate IRL streaming camera. All they have to do is give their live streaming UI in the app some of the same treatment that they've given a lot of these really cool effects. Because technically you can live stream from this right to YouTube or Twitch. It's built into the app. The problem is you have to have the app open, and if you leave the app to open up your chat or something, the stream closes down. So if you want to IRL stream with this and read chat at the same time, you need 2 phones. But just imagine having a super high quality camera at the end of a selfie stick pointing at you, and then you want to turn the camera angle that way to see what's in front of you, and you just tap a button on your phone and it switches to this camera, and then back to this camera, and then back to this camera. This would be the ultimate IRL streaming camera. And I know a lot of you are sitting there saying, just IRL stream with your phone. I don't like streaming with my phone because every time I want to read chat, I gotta go like this and then back out and then back in. It's not a good experience. And IRL streaming backpacks are expensive and inaccessible. This would win. So Insta360 and I have had a couple conversations about this. I would love to see that actually happen. I'll put a link to it in the description down below, and the first 20 to use my link below will get a free lens replacement kit. There are a number of times we go out to shoot things and we bring whatever tool we need with us, whether it's a drone, a tiny camera for POV shots, the works. But the 2 cameras that I have in my bag everywhere I go are my thick boy camera and a 360 camera. 100% of the time. It's very handy. So hit the like button if you like the video, comment your favorite emoji down in the comments if you don't have anything or any questions to say about this. And as always, happy streaming.